What's going on, guys? My name is Joe Frana, and this is part 2 of the Q&A for the vlog series. It's going to be vlogs 9 through 16. Okay, let's get into it. Yeah, I just want to say again that it is awesome, the comment section in my videos. It's such a very, very cool community. We have retired sailors, guys just getting into the industry, guys sailing right now, and people just fascinated by what it's like to be on ships. And the comments between you guys talking amongst each other and the questions you asked, it's very, very cool. So this is just kind of some of the popular questions and kind of the themes of what everybody was talking about in the videos. Also, at the end of the video, we're going to give shout outs to all the super thanks, so stick around for that. All right, vlog 9, Shellback ceremony. Pirate protocol. Yeah, I don't know why I called it pirate protocol. That was definitely a brain fart. Usually it goes by high risk waters. And what that is if we're in an area, high risk waters, we'll go and we'll black out the ship. So we'll still have our running lights on and our mast lights and everything we need for navigation. But as far as like house lights, you know, put cardboard in the windows, make sure all the lights are off at night, stuff like that. Then also, we'll lock the house up, so no doors are left open, everything's all locked up at night. We actually put our pirate gates down and everything like that, so just kind of locked down, just a couple of precautionary things, nothing too crazy. Then Mitch asked, hope you're watching, Mitch, he asked what was in the drink for the Shellback ceremony. I think that was lemon juice. I think that's what that was. Yeah, we had it easy. I think it was just lemon juice. Other than that, reading these comments was so freaking cool because so many people shared their Shellback ceremonies in the comment section. So I got to read all that, and thank you for sharing. I had it very, very easy compared to some of you guys, so I'm very grateful. All right, vlog 10, Ascension Island. Finally made it to Ascension Island. Such a good episode, huh? So many people asked, like every single question, every other question seemed to be, why bring stone to Ascension Island? Now, mind you, I am a simple AB. I did not make any big decisions, nor am I involved in any big decisions. But logic would tell me that volcanic rock in Ascension Island is going to be a little different than, I forgot the stone we got out of Nova Scotia, aggregate, whatever it was, I forget. But those two rocks are going to be completely different. They're going to weigh different. They're going to have different breaking points. One's going to be more dense than the other. And logic would say that one probably has better use, even if they were the same, even if there was the perfect rock on Ascension Island. Ascension Island is extremely small, so to go and build a quarry on this tiny little island where you would have to get in, freaking ship in all the machines you would need, the trucks, the personnel, train everybody, build this whole infrastructure around the quarry for one job. That just seemed, I mean, you would have to ship in stuff anyway, so if you're going to ship stuff in, why not just ship the stone from Nova Scotia? And again, the island's very, very, very tiny, so it's a simple AB, and then it's just my humble opinion. The other question, why didn't we work at night? So the way we unloaded the stone is we put it from the ship to the barge to the jackup, put them on trucks. So the process of taking the stone from the barge to the trucks on shore was very loud. It was happening right in the center of town, so people wouldn't be able to sleep and it was too loud. Also, I don't think we had the personnel to run 24 hours a day around the clock. Between having the 2 tugboats, the crane operators, the truck drivers, I don't think there was enough people to work 24 hours a day. Yeah, so it was just a 9 to 5 operation. Okay, vlog 11, exploring Ascension Island. There actually wasn't too many questions on here, surprisingly. I have the white towers. I think those are the radar towers from NASA, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I think that's what those are. And the other thing everyone was talking about was painting the church. And yeah, painting the church was very, very cool. It was a great way to spend Easter. You know, when Captain first mentioned it, zero hesitation. My life of debauchery and sin, to spend one Easter painting a church, hopefully that was going in the right direction to try to absolve me of some of those sins. What the fuck am I talking about? It was really cool to get together with the company and some locals and everyone just kind of hanging out, doing a good deed, then enjoying each other's company after that. It was a very, very unique circle in a very, very unique place. It was a very, very cool moment. Vlog 12, not going home. Who checks the holds? So after we're done cleaning the holds, obviously, you know, the chief mate and the captain are gonna come down and make sure it's up to their standards. But also when we get into port, whatever company hired us, whatever charter hired us, usually they'll have a representative come on board, take pictures, and make sure it's up to the company's standard of how the customer wants the hold to be. And then extra pay for getting stuck over a contract. No, I mean, we still get our daily rate, and I'm still getting overtime, and I'm still getting my normal pay. So, you know, I'm making more than I thought I would by staying a little later, but I'm not compensated extra for staying longer than the contract. Especially in this industry, that it is what it is. If you start to sail, you say it is what it is very, very, very frequently. And then also, a lot of people were complaining about this video, but look, oh, suck it up, you have to work. If you hate your job, don't work there. You know, I usually, now that I'm addressing all the comments, the whole vlog series, I wanted to show the ups and downs of sailing. You know, like, there's good, bad, and ugly with everything. So I wanted to show when, you know, you're looking forward to going home and all of a sudden they pull the rug out from under your feet and you're stuck on board. That's, no matter who you are, that's going to be discouraging. So I try to show everything for you guys. I don't try to sugarcoat stuff, tell you how it is, and try to give you the full experience. So yeah, I do not dislike my job. I love my job very much. But with anything, there's ups and downs. Vlog 13, Dakar. Do you need a visa? No. So when you're a sailor, all sailors have their passport, and we also have a merchant mariner credential. So we go to another country, we have the passport. Yeah, that's all. Once we go out the gate, we're not going through customs when we go through a gate. There's just a security gate, and we're kind of in the country. And actually, I don't even think there was a gate in Dakar. Now that I think about it, we just walked right off. But no, we don't need a visa. Have we ever found a stowaway? I personally have never found a stowaway, but I've heard horror stories of guys I've sailed with that have found stowaways. And the theme of all those stories seems to be that they don't find actual people, they find human remains. because stowaways tend to hide in places that aren't meant for human occupancy. I heard a story of guys went to go clean a tank, and they opened the tank and they found a skeleton. And you know, I heard stories of guys crawling into the chain locker for the anchor, and you know, we go and drop the anchor. It's a pretty violent thing, and basically turns the chain locker into a blender, and there was all kinds of blood, and those guys got massacred. So more or less, when we do a stowaway search, you know, we don't want anybody on the ship that's not accounted for anyway, you know. But also it's for their benefit too, you know. Most likely they're not going to make whatever transit we do wherever they hide. So okay, vlog 14, on the way to Norway, 11-day voyage. Do we use fresh water or salt water? So we'll start with a saltwater wash, and we'll wash all the big stone and dust, and once everything's washed down with the salt water, then we'll finish it up with fresh water just to get all the salt. Next question is, have I ever seen a ship that I used to work on? Yeah, you know, sometimes a lot of these ships, the tramping ships, they just go all over the place, so not so much of the tramping ships, but a ship like a container ship that's on like a continuous circuit, you know, there's one after the next, some of those container ships. And then tankers in the Gulf, there's a whole cluster of American tankers jumping around. So if you're in the Gulf, you tend to see ships you've worked on a lot. But on a ship like this, that's super random, like just not going in traditional shipping lanes and kind of going all over the place, you don't usually see ships you've worked on. And there was so much concern, I didn't realize there'd be so much concern for Bambi when I said this was the last time I saw her. The reason it was the last time I saw her was because I was signing off, and that was the last time I was ever gonna grease something. All the times I've greased on this ship, that was actually the last time. So Bambi's still fine. I hope she's still fine right now, doing her job. Okay, vlog 15, Norway. Probably my favorite video. This was so epic. I was cracking up when I was making this video, and I put the music to that drone shot. When I first did it, I was in tears. I was laughing so hard. It was so freaking epic. It was it was really fun to edit this video. But someone asked, because I think there was cherry blossoms in the video, it was not filmed. This was not Norway in the wintertime. This was in the spring. So when I signed on the ship, I signed on in January of 2022, and I signed off in May of 2022. So this was in May. Just between filming everything, putting it all together, logging it, editing it, uploading it, all that stuff, it's a very long process. I didn't count, but I think all the videos put together is well over 2 hours worth of content. So that's a lot of editing and a lot of work. Another question was, the ship doesn't supply the crane operators. No, so the bulk carriers I've been on, it's always been the longshoremen that come on. The dock will always provide the workers. We're trained, we're certified, we know how to operate the cranes, but yeah, I guess the longshoremen, when they come on, they're more familiar with unloading the cargo on the shoreside equipment, you know, like how much weight the conveyor belt could hold, not to overload it. You know, they're paying for the cargo, so if they were to drop it, it's on them, it's not on us, I'm guessing, stuff like that. And vlog 16, signing off, thank God. Cash in lieu. Yeah, so you know what? Usually I like to get cash in lieu. Cash in lieu is when, instead of the company giving you a plane ticket, they'll give you cash for the plane ticket and send you on your way. So if you're in the States, this is no problem. You can do this anytime you want. Just walk down the gangway, free to go wherever. I usually when I sign off a ship, I'll go get a hotel room for a couple of days and just relax and do nothing. It is the best feeling in the world walking down the gangway with deep pockets and zero responsibility. It is the most freedom a person can ever feel. It's great. As far as getting cash in lieu in another country, a lot of companies don't really like to give cash in lieu in other countries, because when a sailor signs off a ship, that sailor's still the responsibility of the company. The company brought that person to this country. The company's responsible for getting that person out of the country. So, sailor signs off a ship, doesn't go on a flight, and gets into trouble. The sailor's still the company. The sailor's still the company's problem. So as far as getting cash in lieu in another country, it's different company to company. They all have different policies. Yeah, I mean, I would have loved to roam around Norway. Norway was awesome. The people were super nice. It's gorgeous. It's a great place. But unfortunately, even if the company did let me do cash in lieu, I was kind of pressed for time. I had some responsibilities back home. Some family drama was going on, and just had to get home sooner than later. Yeah, so the last video, this video was filled with such awesome comments. It was just all you guys thanking me for the series and saying how much you enjoyed it. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, I put so much work into this whole 16-part series, and to have you guys like it and enjoy it this much, and they get this kind of feedback, I couldn't ask for anything more. You know, it means so much that, you know, everyone's enjoying something I put together, and it means the world to me. So thank you so much for liking it and enjoying it. And yeah, I have the coolest community around, you know, aspiring sailors, retired sailors, current sailors, people just interested in the industry, and everyone comes together in these comments, and it was a real treat to read. And also thank these guys for all the super thanks. Thank you so much for everybody who left the super thanks. You guys don't have to do that. It's greatly appreciated, but also it's a great way when I see that. Like I said, your comment always goes to the top, so I try to address those questions as soon as possible. But thanks again, guys. Really appreciate it. So I'm on a ship right now, so there's still content coming. It won't be an every week thing. That will slow down. I'm gonna try to do it every couple weeks. Yeah, I'm gonna try to release a video every couple weeks, but we're still gonna have, we have a couple voyage videos coming up, a couple tour videos, time lapses, things like you guys have been asking for, you know, what's food like, stuff like that. So there's definitely things coming down the pipeline. Stay tuned. Thank you again, and yeah, see you guys later. Thanks again. If you enjoyed the video and you'd like to support the channel, please consider liking, subscribing, or sharing the video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.